You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast, so if you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot, turn this off before you get butthurt and mad, start to cry, have to run to your safe space. All opinions are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any government agency.
Welcome to the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, the ICEMAN, as always. We're going to go back to the old school today. No guest in the clubhouse, so you just kind of listen to me the whole time. Hope everybody's been enjoying the episodes and the guests that we've been having on. I try to keep it interesting. Try to anyway. It's been a hot week as usual. Let's get started. We had a training day this past week anyway. And one thing I learned about this training day is I need more training days because my ass dropped my bike like 5 or 6 times, which I do not like doing. Because that means I have to pick it up 5 or 6 times, and that motherfucker is heavy. So I'm definitely going to get in the parking lot and get out there because doing what we do is a diminishable skill. And obviously I hadn't been practicing enough. I can still pass all the stuff, just not the way I would like to pass it. So that didn't put me in a great mood this week. Well, let's get on to a traffic stop. I had a couple this week when I was working that were a little on the more interesting side. The first one I get a dude doing 82 in 60. Make the stop. I'm not going to go, same approach I always do. Get up there, advise him to speed. As I'm walking up to the car, I'm surprised I didn't get a contact high because fucking smell of the marijuana coming out of his car was extreme. Got up there, told him why. Need your driver's license, registration, insurance, all that good shit. And of course, he says he tells me he forgot his driver's license at home. They had a female in the passenger seat and another female in the back seat. I looked at the driver. Looked like an older guy. Probably looked to be in his 60s at least. I don't remember his exact age. I know he was older than me. And I said, "Did you forget your license at home, or did you just is it suspended?" "Oh no, I forgot it at home. My good guy." I said, I'm not, a rookie. I ain't been doing this shit, since yesterday. Just tell me the truth, and this can go a whole lot better. And I said, "They ain't give me the weed you got in the car. I don't have to look for it." So they give me it was a little bitty fucking amount of it. Ended up throwing it in the water off this bridge, Guess they'll have some, fish with the munchies later, or high alligator, I don't know. But anyway, his passenger looked at him and said, "Just tell the man the truth." Well, he finally did. He was suspended. So I go write him his ticket for doing 82 and a 60 and come back, and I just explained to him. And I was like, "Look, there's no reason to lie about it. We're going to fucking find out anyway. Just tell the goddamn truth." And even the passenger agreed, even said how nice I was being, but just to tell the truth. And I went on and I was like, "Dude, man, if you're going to be fucking riding dirty like this, slow the fuck down. If you know you're driving, not a motherfucker in this car had a driver's license. Every one of them was suspended. All 3 people. I said, if you're going to be riding dirty, come on. Drive the fucking speed limit. You got weed in the car, and you're driving under suspension." I didn't check him for warrants because they were out in New Orleans, and my luck, he'd have had some or something, and I had to done all that other stuff, and I was working the traffic at the time. So, I don't know how funny that is, but I mean, this motherfucker, he was lying through his teeth at first. Like, I'm just sitting there looking at him. The second one I had this week, this motherfucker, he pissed me off. I make the stop. He wasn't going super fast. He's doing 74 and 60, which is 60 over. Which I tried to get him doing higher. This day was a Thursday, and people just were not just hauling ass on this day. So I stopped at 74 and 60. Go up, same thing, get all the information from him. I come back with his citation, and this whole motherfucker's attitude had changed. I don't know what nationality or he is from, whatever, Middle Eastern or something like that. He had a heavy accent. Well, this motherfucker got mad at me and goes telling me, he's like, "Oh, you not giving me a warning?" No, I'm giving you a ticket. And he goes to proceed to tell me in a loud voice that he had served in the military for 5 years and yada, 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 yada. I'm like, look, I appreciate it. I'm glad. I'm sure he did one of them things. I think there's a program somewhere. If you serve in the military for a certain amount of time, you get citizenship or something. I'm not 100% sure on it, so don't quote me. But this motherfucker was totally pissed. Like, "Oh, you got me a ticket. You not get me a ticket. I served in the military." It's like, I was in the military. I said, that don't negate the fact that you were speeding. You still are getting this ticket. Yeah, he's still going to get this ticket regardless. And he gets pissed off. "I want your badge. I want your badge number. I want your name. I'm recording you." I'm like, that's good. I give him my name. I give him my badge number. Make sure he spells it right, too. Well, he still hasn't signed his ticket yet. And I'm telling him, I was like, look, you got two choices here, buddy. You can sign this ticket, I'm going to bring you a job. You can't bring me a job. Fine, not do nothing. You were speeding. If you don't sign this damn ticket, you're going to go to jail. He ended up fucking signing it. And he's running his fucking mouth the whole time. I'm here, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm fucking done with it at this point. And I finally just looked at this dude and said, "All right, you have a nice day," as I hear, blah, 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 as I just walked away. I don't know what the fuck he wanted my name and badge number for. I gave it to him because I don't really give a shit. First of all, I didn't do nothing against policy procedure. He's being a dick. Oh, side note on, he had Virginia plates and lived in Massachusetts. I did tell him, I said, "I don't know how y'all treat the cops up there or talk to them or whatever." I said, "But guess what?" I said, "Down here in the South, we still fucking enforce the law. No whatever part of the country you are right now, they letting people loot, fucking riot, and do everything else and burn shit down and stuff. Down here, we still enforce the fucking law. If you don't like it, go back up wherever the fuck you living at." So, fuck him. And I hope he did call and complain. Don't really care. Like I said, I didn't do anything. I'm not worried about it. I mean, thank you for serving the country, but that don't give you the right to speed or break any other law. Sorry, I didn't give you a warning ticket. We don't have warning tickets where I'm from. You either get a ticket or you don't. And most of y'all know when I pull you over, you're going to get a fucking ticket. So I'm just going to jump straight into the safety tip, which I haven't been doing a lot of lately. I just thought of this one a little while ago. Because I noticed if you're going to jump on your personal bike or whatever and go ride, you might want to, like I said, turn your ignition key on. Take a look around it. Make sure all your lights are working, your headlight, your blinkers, brakes, stuff like that. I just saw a bike, somebody going down the road the other day. No headlight on their motorcycle whatsoever. Must have been burnt out or whatever. And is the people that do ride motorcycles know it's already hard to see us as it is because we're not a car. We're not as big as a car. People don't look for us. So when your headlight's out, it makes it 10 times more or even higher than that, more difficult to see you coming down the road. For your own personal safety, you might want to make sure that headlight's working. Because And somebody, I didn't see him just pulled out in front of you or whatever like that. So just might want to take that extra minute or two and check out all your crap and make sure it's working. So not a super great safety tip, but it might just save your life. We're going to talk about this. This is a long time ago, back in the day, when I was actually in police academy, which was in 1996. I went through academy, and we went through, of course, you get through traffic stop schools and stuff like that in scenario. And I remember I made one traffic stop, and, the instructors, they're trying to shoot you with the sim rounds and stuff like that, because I think they get off on it and shit. But I made a traffic stop on this guy, and I told him to exit the vehicle. And he hollers back that he's handicapped, he's paralyzed, and he keeps talking back, I'm paralyzed, I'm handicapped. I thought, well, the instructor thought it was funny because I hollered back at him. I was like, you got in a damn car, you can get your ass out of it. Because, I mean, you think about it, if he couldn't find out the dude was really paralyzed, because this thing on the top of the car opened and the wheelchair started coming out and shit. And then they cut the simulation off right there. Of course, they say, stop. He got run over by an 18-wheeler. I'm like, oh, that's fucking bullshit. But, I guess they said I was the only person that ever did not, walk up to the car after he was hollering that he was handicapped. But I was one of the few motherfuckers that didn't get shot and killed, because when they walked up to the car, he pulled out a fucking gun and shot the approaching officer. So, like I said, my point was, if you're handicapped or not, if you got into the car, you can get your fucking ass out of the car, one way or the other. So, I thought it was funny on that one anyway. Been getting a lot of people telling me when I pull them over lately, oh, I didn't notice this. I thought the speed limit was still 70. I didn't know this. I didn't see it. And I'm like, okay, well, you passed two signs about half a mile before you got on this bridge warning you that the speed limit dropped to 60. You passed two more signs on the east side of the road saying that the speed limit dropped to 60. So you done passed four signs in half a mile an area. Look, fuck people, pay fucking attention. Pay attention to shit. I mean, it's not my fault. Y'all people acting like it's my fault or the cop's fault that they're getting a fucking ticket. My foot is not on your goddamn accelerator pedal. Pick your fucking foot up. Rode the guy the Thursday too. Oh, I didn't realize, this and that. And he did, because he lived not too far. He was a frequent flyer through this area. He had this little radar detector thing on and stuff like that. I said, your little thing didn't pick me up? Oh, I never plugged in. Well, I was using the LiDAR laser, and by the time his little detector would run off, I got him anyway. So, I mean, I don't really care. If you don't waste fucking money, hundreds of dollars on these fucking detector things. They're real good at picking up microwaves in the stores and the motion sensors that open and close doors, like at Walmart and all these other stores. Sets them off all the time. Those get the ones that pick up a laser. Well, that's fine too. But by the time that motherfucker goes off, I already got you. I was letting you know you just got popped. So spend the money. He got a ticket. He did. He looked at me though. He's like, he went to get out of the car on me too. Two people that day. Since I pulled him over, he jumped out of it. I was like, get back in the car. Don't be jumping out of the car on me like that. I don't like that unless I tell you to get out. So I made him get back in the car. Stuff. I went over. He's like, well, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to make you mad. I was like, I'm not mad. Well, you look mad. So I had to explain to him about the raft face, and this is the way I look, like I'm pissed off all the time. It's just the way I look, but I am not mad. That wouldn't be for people like him speeding. I'd have to switch divisions. I like people to speed. Everybody speeds. Just when you get caught speeding, just take your ticket. And me and the Maverick talked about that earlier. Last episode. My rant today, I know I try to stay non-political, but I was reading this shit and watched this shit, and it just pissed me off so fucking bad. It's so fucking stupid. So I'm going to try to attempt to play this little video clip from it. Then we'll talk about it. Next thing I'm going to try, let's try it out real quick. Hopefully it don't have an ad or nothing. Of course it does have an ad. No, it don't. Here we go. Turn the phone on. Hold on, people. I'm just fucking shit up as I usually do when it comes to technology. I will get it. And of course, the ad wants to make the noise first. Let's get past the ad. Okay. Here we go.
Department. The city council approved a budget that cuts about a third of that department's money. So we want to ask you tonight, do you agree with city council's decision? You can vote now at kview.com/vote or by tapping the alert from the KView app. While you do that, KView's Bryce Newberry joins us live. And Bryce, these cuts won't happen all at once.
Brian, that's right, but a large chunk of them, about $21 million worth, will take effect when the budget does in just a few months. But back out here at City Hall tonight, the protesting continues. This group tells us that they do not support the budget. They don't think it goes far enough. But someone else who isn't happy about this budget change is Governor Greg Abbott.
Defunding the police. $150 million, or about a third of APD's budget, is being eliminated. These are just some of the units and programs that'll be affected when the new budget takes effect in October.
I believe that some, not all, of the intense pain and anger we are hearing across our city from all parts of our community is a symptom of a flaw in how we do public safety today.
Out of the $150 million in cuts, more than half will be moved out of APD in the next year or so. $21 million will get removed immediately and reallocated to things like abortion access and Austin-Travis County EMS. About $49 million gets diverted to other city programs. Chaz Moore from the Austin Justice Coalition calls the vote a step in the right direction.
We know that historically, policing is not something that is beneficial for all. So I think this is a day to celebrate, but not too much, because, I think the work starts.
And members of grassroots leadership agree with Moore, saying this isn't a flat-out win.
They granted us one dime of the dollar we demanded. We have to say it is not enough.
Following the council's vote, Police Chief Brian Manley committed to making the changes and carrying the department forward.
This is about our community who needs a police department that can provide them the level of services that they deserve.
Manley says the cuts will take the department back to the same staffing levels as 2015, but Austin's population has grown by more than 100,000 since then. Late Thursday, Governor Greg Abbott weighed in, saying the decision paves the way for lawlessness. His statement read, quote, "Public safety is job one, and Austin has abandoned that duty. The legislature will take this issue up next session, but in the meantime, the Texas Department of Public Safety will stand in the gap to protect our capital city."
Now, some police advocates in Austin are calling for APD officers not to serve as security for the mayor and city council. But Chief Brian Manley says there are no plans to cut those security details, at least right now. However, the department will have to move officers from some units to patrol units to keep up with the 911 calls and all of the cuts that are to come. Reporting live tonight at City Hall, I'm Bryce Newberry, KView News.
Bryce, thank you for that. Now, the council also added 2 riders to APD's budget, so the city manager will look at ways to create new departments of public safety, basically breaking up APD and eliminating the need for a single police chief for the department. Another move would move APD staff out of the downtown headquarters building on 8th Street to another building in Austin. Council members didn't say what could happen to the downtown building.
All right, people. Let's talk about this a little bit. I hope y'all picked up a lot of that stuff or listened to it. They're going to cut $150 million out of the Austin Police Department's budget. Yeah, let it sink in. That's a lot of fucking money, ain't it? the fucking mayor over there, Steve Adler, a fucking idiot. The governor sounds like he's only one with sense over there. I said, all right, let's get in it. They said almost 80 million of the cuts will separate the certain functions from the APD, such as the 911 call center and a special investigations unit. All right, so we're going to take money away from 911 and special investigation. That's fucking smart. They're definitely when they're gonna get the fucking, they're gonna need a call to cops and everything, and guess what? They're not gonna have nobody to come. Well, they ain't got nobody to call. When they call 911, I guess hopefully somebody answers the phone. You don't get a fucking business signal. All right, here's some of the cuts they're gonna do. They're cutting 17.7 million out of the 911 call center. So that's smart. Forensic sciences, they're taking 12.7 million. So now if somebody gets murdered or raped or something like that, instead of maybe a couple weeks or a month, it may take a couple years to get back to results. Support services, 14.1 million. Community partnerships, 2.5 million. Victim services, 3.1 million. The victim services is what's helping the victims of crimes, right? Yeah, I guess that's not important to them either. 4.4 from special offense. They're defunding the mounted patrol. 2.1 million, which if I read everything correctly, they're basically doing away with the mounted patrol. Their traffic enforcement, they're taking 18.4 million, which I think also they're defunding the traffic portion of it altogether also, so they're not going to have any traffic enforcement really, except for the uniform guys that are going to be running from call to call to call. Their intelligence center is losing 2 million. The park police is losing 5.8 million. Lake patrol 1.4. So if you go out fishing, don't drown, motherfuckers. Ain't nobody able to come get you. Hope you can swim. Organized crime and their canines, they're losing 1.2 million. Nuisance abatement, 312,000. They're canceling three police academy classes. So they're not going to have no police academy classes for at least probably a year or so. That's going to save them 2.2 million. They're taking 2.8 million in overtime money. So I guess there ain't gonna be nobody to work overtime when these motherfuckers start burning and looting and rioting over there and shit like that. And they're taking 133,000 away from the license plate readers. The police chief trying to say that the cuts would not change the patrol levels. Well, it might go up a little bit considering they're gonna have all these extra cops, I guess, on some that work in special divisions that they're not gonna have anymore. So, did y'all catch what they said in that news thing? That they're gonna reallot or move some of the money over for people to get abortions. Now, I'm all about, letting people have a free right to their bodies and all that stuff like that. But hey, if you want to have an abortion, go have one, but pay for it out your own fucking pocket. If I was the people, I'd be pissed off. My tax money, I don't want my tax money going to pay for some woman to have an abortion. If you don't want to get pregnant, stop fucking, use birth control, use some condoms or something like that. But if you're going to take to get pregnant and you just want to go kill the baby just because, then you're a fucking piece of shit for that. Low life piece of shit. I wouldn't want my tax money. You want to take money from the police so people can murder babies. Yeah. That makes a lot of fucking sense, don't it? How many people does that piss off right out there now? I hope it pisses off everybody who listens to me. Because I know the Todd gave me this story, I think Thursday. And he said, here, use this. I was like, he knows I try to stay non-political, but I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, these fucking people are idiots. This city council and mayor in Austin. Tell you what, people, hey, I know I got a lot of listeners in Texas. And if any of y'all live in Austin, hey, my heart goes out to you. because y'all thought y'all had crime. Wait until all this shit takes into effect. Austin's going to turn into a big fucking shithole like New York, Chicago, fucking Los Angeles, Portland, all in places like that. Yeah. Why don't you take your family on vacation there? Because crime's about to go fucking rampant. Because a lot of those cops and stuff, and I hope they do, I hope the motherfuckers quit and go find departments that support their ass. You know, because I know if I worked in one of them areas, I'd be looking hard, really hard to move to a different department. If I worked for a department that did not support us, I'm lucky, extremely lucky, I say. The department I work for supports us a lot. My sheriff and other people, you know, they have our backs. But these motherfuckers in these cities, man, fuck that. If I lived in one of them cities, I'd be moving. I think I've already saw on the news, you know, people leaving New York in fucking droves. They, you know, the moving companies can't even keep up. They're so busy. Just packing their shit and leaving and not coming back. This Austin's going to be the same fucking way. Austin's about to turn into a big fucking shit show over there. So, you know, they ought to get some cameras, put that shit on pay-per-view, because when the shit starts burning and stuff, what's bad is when the good people do call and want help, they're not going to get it. The only thing I can say is, you know, it is Texas. And, you know, Texas got a lot of cowboys and people like that. And go up in the wrong fucking house over there, I'm pretty sure you're going to get your ass shot off. So that's my rant. I'm still in shock and pissed off about that shit, and I learned about it like Thursday, and it was just like I just can't fucking believe the fucking. I'm glad if I want to, I can go in 4 years, because it depends on the way shit is where you know I'm working in the culture, the way it's going and stuff like that, because I wanted to stay 7. But if shit goes the way it's going in these big cities, fuck that. I'm gonna take my pension and walk. I'll go find something else to do. Even though I won't have to, I'll still just go find something else to do if I get bored. Fuck that. I mean, I can't wrap my mind around these people. The people wanting to get rid of the cops. It's the ones that want to fucking break the law. So y'all keep going right ahead and defunding. And like I said, all them big cities turning into New York and all them. We're already, you know, crime rid in Los Angeles. Now it's fucking 10 times worse. Of course, they'll probably blame it on somebody else. That's what they're good at. They're blaming somebody else. Oh, did y'all also hear in there that the fucking mayor and the city council people that are defunding the fucking cops still have the cops guarding them at personal security? Fuck that shit. That was my job. I'd probably just straight up fucking quit. I wouldn't be guarding a motherfucker that hates me and wants to get rid of me, and I'm supposed to protect you. Fuck you. I think you make him fuck that shit. That's all I gotta say. I could just fuckity fuck all of it on that. It pisses me the hell off to no end and high extreme. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna keep y'all a hell of a long time today and stuff. I don't know if I can tell by the tone of my voice. I don't know. Shit like that and stuff just got in my head, and I'm just not in the same exact mood that I am always in. And I try to be more, what's that word, jovial, more funny, happy. Yeah, I'm not real fucking happy right now, or sure in hell ain't jovial. And I don't smile that much as it is. Shit like that pisses me off. Bam's sitting over here just looking at me with a smirk on her face, and she knows I'm just ranting about it. I can't help it. Hey, I'm sorry, people. Like I said, it pisses me the hell off. If everything works out, I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm hoping the next episode will, like I said, I'm hoping. I talked to the guy. He's about to start academy in about a week or so. And I'd asked him, maybe I'm going to try to get him on before he goes to academy. We're going to talk to him. And then when I talk to him again, midway through academy, then I want to have him back on after he gets out of academy. We can talk about his progression going through it. I'm not sure. I think academy's 16 or 18 weeks long now. I could be wrong about that. I know it's quite long now, but I talked to him the other day. I talked to him about, it's the guy that I actually was trained FTOing at one point and went and got the minister license things and married him and his wife. So hopefully he will be able to make it on. He's trying to double up on details and stuff right now, because when he's in the academy, he's not going to be able to work extra duty and going to get into his pocketbook some. Hey, I'm gonna get in here I'm gonna try to do one last story while I'm thinking about it. Another one long time ago. Shit. It's a good 12, 13 years ago this happened. We got called to work a subdivision area, a higher end subdivision area where the rich people live. And people complaining, speeding through there, the homeowners or whatever. All the way at the end of it, it's in a river location. They had a boat landing or something at the end of it. So it had a lot of traffic through there that wasn't people that lived there. And they were complaining about all these people going through speeding past their houses. So my supervisor at the time, and basically the whole motor division, it was like 4 or 5 of us. I think Hondo might have been there. College guy, one guy, MR. I don't know if I ever made a nickname up for him, but he later on became a supervisor. I think he's a captain now. Anyway, we were all out working. Well, this was a very small, not wide road, residential, extremely residential area. Well, I stopped somebody, I don't know, for doing like 10. And I wrote him a ticket. Well, my supervisor at the time's like, what are you doing? So I'm writing my fucking ticket. I wrote him a fucking ticket. He's like, whoa, you was only doing 10 miles an hour. I was like, yeah, it's an extremely residential area. Well, he hollers at me. I'm like, fine. I went and fucking sat on my motorcycle. He don't piss me off now. He don't bitch me out for doing my fucking job. Went and fucking sat on my bike. And I'm sitting over there thinking to myself how much of a dickhead this dude's being. Well, he comes bebopping over there to me, and he's like, well, if you're just gonna sit there on your motorcycle and not do nothing, you might as well just go to your house. All right, fuck you, bye. Got on my shit, cranked it up, drove to my house. Well, MR and some other ones that were out there, they turned around and looked at like, well, asked where I was at. Well, I just sent them home. You know, like, well, what the fuck can we do to get sent home with pay? You know, I mean, fuck that shit. I just got sent home with pay. These motherfuckers wanted to get sent home with pay. You're like, man, this fucking shit ain't right. Well, by our supervisor at the time, he was fucking stopping people, banking traffic stop, but he wasn't writing fucking tickets. He was pulling people over and wanting all of us to write the ticket. Well, HR and them were, everybody there at the time everybody had somebody they're writing the ticket to. So the supervisor pulled this guy over. He's like, oh, I got this guy here. And he's like, well, you go write it. You know, I'm busy. By the time they look up, and the driver of the car was fucking running through the goddamn woods. Well, he joined it, and the supervisor's like, he's running like we go fucking chase him. I got somebody right here. When he's up, nobody chased him. He ran off. And they ended up towing the car and shit. HR was like, told the supervisor, well, you stopped him. You got to write the report. I don't think that fucking report ever got written, nothing like that. Yeah, because he was real good at wanting to fucking pull people over and having us write the fucking tickets and shit like that. You know, if you want to do part of it, you got to do fucking all of it. It's part of the job, supervisor or not. I was a fucking sergeant. I wrote a shit ton of tickets. I mean, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm not going to, you know, first of all, I'd never have my guys do anything I wouldn't do. So I thought that shit was funny. I got sent home with pay. They got pissed off, and they still had a motherfucker run off for it. So I know this one's short. Like I said, I'm always been shit all week. That Austin PD shit got me pissed the fuck off. Every time I think about it and talk about it, it pisses me off some more. So hopefully on next episode, I'm going to have this rookie guy on here. I haven't really totally made a nickname up for him yet. I'm not sure. I got to think about it. I might just call him the rookie. Fuck. So, hope I didn't bore y'all too much this time. Been anybody has any questions for me that listen to us, or like I said before, anybody wants to come on, present motor cop, future motor cop, wannabe motor cop, first responders, firemen, corrections officers, hey, I'll talk to you about all of y'all stories. Hit us up on the email. The email is motorcopchronicles@gmail.com. Our Facebook, MotorCop Chronicles. Twitter's is @MotorC, and Parlors is @MotorCop Chronicles Podcast. Like I said, hit us up, email us, go like us on Facebook. Hey, if you've been listening to us for a while and do like it, and you're on Apple or something like that, go give us a 5 stars, write me a review. Like I said, we'd love to hear from y'all. Like I said, we do have some stickers. Nobody's wanted no stickers yet. Just email us, give me an address, and I will send you a free sticker. So, till next time, just always remember, smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you.
I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made.